I am Mrs. No Name. I'm from a family of four. I have a son who is 13 and I just finished secondary school. Yeah, I'm doing business. For now, I started drugs when I was in secondary school. Then I used to hang out with friends who are way older than me. I just deal with some of my friends like that, and one of them said, you get one stuff who say if I take him, I go like him, like I go catch my cruise, like I go just feel myself. And I said, okay, let me just try it. That was how I started taking codeine. From there, I started with just one cover, before you know, two. Then I started taking one bottle, two bottles, three bottles in a day. Before you know, I migrated to other drugs like taking Refnol. I started doing Fortwin. I started taking crack and all that. I was spending a lot. If I just get small money like this, I don't use and take drugs because I no go feel safe. The CEO himself, Adeolu, came to our community. That was when he started. Come they begin tell us about drugs and how it is harmful to our health and all that. That was where I got to know about YouthRISE Nigeria. I don't receive counseling like how to help us with syringe. The first day where I take cocaine, that was when I sniff I overtake I started bleeding from my nose. Before you know, I faint. So they rushed me to the hospital. After then, I can't continue to do them again, but I know can't they inhale them, I know they sniff them, I can't they melt them, they inject myself with them. It has really changed a lot in my life because I can't believe I will stay a day without drugs. With the advice and everything where they give me, it make me at the day sometimes, at the day 3 days, at the day 5 days, I never take anything for my system. Though it they disturb me, but I they try all my possible best because I don't get some kind lectures and all that way they don't tell me. So I know say even my system self, if I continue, I dey destroy myself. Instead, if I high, I go one day go my house because I don't want the situation whereby person go can't take advantage of me. What I need right now, I want to go back to school. Like I want a better life. I got to realize that drugs does not take me anywhere. Instead, it makes me stay one place. Wetin we go talk about now say make they know they look down on us wey they do drugs, because we too now something lead us wey make us start that one. Maybe if we get something where we dey engage ourselves with, our mind go dey comot from where that drugs dey. If we want talk about harm reduction, it really help because it go help you save money. One, it go help you build up your future. So harm reduction, it go help. As I take reduce them, I like them because it helped me a lot. I don't add weight because before when I did take them, I know they even eat food. I know they do anything, and I know they think straight. The only thing where they think na how to high. But when you don't they reduce them, you go they reason other reasonable things than drugs.
My name is Clement Michael. I'm 25 years old. It all started with my social affairs and activities with my friends, my peers, led me into drug usage. So that was how drug usage started for me and how it affected me actually. It was the effect of my legal guardian, that is my elder brother, who was like a father to me. Along the line, I lost him and the urge came back and I lost myself once more. I first came across YouthRISE 2018. Why I trusted the activity was because of I saw the positive impact that YouthRISE have made so far in the lives of the young people in the community. I had to concur to the activity and give myself a chance for revival. I was being counseled, health supplies also, especially needles, syringe. I was being supplied needles. Several cases we have been overdosed. There is a particular drug that is called, you can compare it with to get that particular feeling. You now bring combinations of 3 of them. I used to be very tattered, uncomposed, tending not to be myself at most cases. So, but now I'm a changed person to the glory of God. I feel very safe and healthy. I mustn't be under drugs before I do the things I'm supposed to do.
Uchina by name, born and raised in Abuja. I do drugs though, but now I don't do drugs like that. With the help of YouthRISE, I found myself taking drugs, not like I wish to take drugs. There was a day I was pissed up at home. My mom made me pissed up. So I went out. When I saw the drugs, I was like, take these drugs to keep yourself fly and high. That was the first day I took drugs, and it was very, very sweet and nice. But along the line, I found out the damage I've caused for myself. So I decided to avoid drugs, avoid people that take drugs as well. There are different type of drugs and different damages. I went to check up on a herbal doctor like that. I explained everything to him, that I do smoke and take drugs. So what can I do to stop the urge from that? Because if I did from morning till afternoon, I don't take drugs or smoke. And the act somehow different. I heard about YouthRISE last year when they came to my city to talk to youth that do drugs. That was the first time I met YouthRISE though. And a man from the YouthRISE invited me to his office, talked to me, advised me, and he do call me to check up on me every day to see if I'm still doing that drugs the way I'm doing before. I can save. I don't associate myself with any case. Then I can play football for like 6 to 7 minutes. But after meeting YouthRISE, with the help, support, call, reducing the drugs lifestyle, now I know I'm fit. Truly, that word, don't do drugs, very, very vital. And I will advise every youth to pick that word and make use of it. You should not condemn anybody that is doing drugs. At least bring the person more close. Just the way YouthRISE normally do. They don't condemn or judge. They'll bring you closer, advise you, and let you know the wrong from the things you're doing.
Nigeria continues to face rising public health, human rights and development challenges linked to drug use. Despite ongoing efforts at national and state levels, harm reduction remains misunderstood and underfunded. But the reality remains that harm reduction saves lives, particularly for communities most vulnerable to HIV, hepatitis, tuberculosis, and other drug-related risks. The current national frameworks, including the National Drug Control Master Plan and the HIV response, acknowledge harm reduction, but sustainability is still heavily threatened by limited domestic funding and over-reliance on donor funding, persistent stigma and misinformation about harm reduction, minimal representation of young advocates, people who use drugs, and civil societies in shaping public discourse. As Nigeria works towards comprehensive health-centered drug policies and sustainable public health interventions, there is an urgent need to work towards harm reduction sustainability. It is our hope that the shared stories inspires our advocacy. When young people have access to compassionate services, safe spaces, and accurate information, their lives change and the entire communities become stronger. We are grateful to funders, stakeholders, and all partners who make this work possible. Let us make harm reduction sustainable.